Hi, welcome to AwkwardHamster. Today I'll be viewing the OLIGHT X7R Marauder. And before I demonstrate this light, let's look at some of the highlights for this. And back over here lists all the features for it. If you want to read any part in more detail, just feel free to pause the video. The main thing for this is that this has 12,000 lumens. That's brighter than the previous X7 Marauder. And to charge this, it's USB Type-C. It came with a USB adapter with a Type-C cable. Now, another thing is, there are two turbo modes. For the first turbo mode, it's 7,000 lumens. It can sustain that for close to 12 minutes before it steps down to just high, which is 3,000 lumens. Then if I double click on it while it's in turbo mode, well, I can achieve 12,000 lumens for about 3 minutes. Then it steps down to high, and it can sustain that for another 120 minutes. It's shockproof. It's IPX7 rated, and well, it is pretty heavy, about 2 pounds or so. Now, some other things that came in the box: a little belt holster, Velcro. I can adjust the slot over here. I'll just snip off the blue piece in case I have larger belts. It also came with like this little lanyard, a Type-C cable, well, almost 3 feet, and here's the YEC Adapter. Now, the user manual says they recommend using their YEC adapter. This one is universal, inputs at 100 to 240 volts, outputs at 5 volt, 4 amps. I did try charging it using other USB adapters, and the charge light did illuminate. And now here's the X7R Marauder. All metallic construction. On the back over here, if I just twist this, it exposes a charging port. Now, like before, I mentioned that this was IPX7 rated, so if this did fall in the lake, got submerged in water, that's what these holes are for. That way it allows the water and moisture to escape. For the lanyard, or the strap, loops in through this. I actually like this design. And like the other OLIGHT, there's a lock feature for it. Currently it's already locked. It's not turning, it turns on briefly. To unlock it, press, hold, and when it blinks, alright, now it's unlocked. I'm going to step through it. If I just press and hold it, it cycles through low, medium, high. Press it once, turns it off. Now when double tap on it, this is the 7,000 lumens. I'm going to double tap again, 12,000 lumens. Single tap, turns it off. If I want on strobe, triple tap. Turn this off here. Here's the user manual. It's very straightforward. It's basically what we saw on the back of the box. It's printed on here as well. And if we set to night light, which was the lowest setting I showed before, that's 30 days of operation time. Or low, medium, and high. Even with low, 14 hours, that's quite impressive. Instructions on how to charge the unit here. When it's in turbo mode, it outputs an awful lot of light, also an awful lot of heat. And it's great that it will actually step down by itself. Let me just set the turbo. Here's a 1200 lumens. I'm going to cover it a little bit. 1, 2, 3. You can see that the light dimmed a bit. And I was to feel the heat being lower. Removed it, went back up. One reason they added that is because it's generating so much heat. Well, you don't want to burn this area or you're going to start a fire. Also outputs, well, here's my temperature gun. Right now it's at 93 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm going to set it to 1200 lumens. The highest I measured this up to was close to around 150 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm just give it a minute here. About 30 seconds have passed right now. I can still hold this area, but from here up, it's starting to get pretty warm. Not dangerously hot, but still pretty warm. That's what it is right now. 122. I'm going to turn this off here. I'm going to demonstrate each of the lumens first. Single tap. This is the 10 lumens. It's great for emergency situations. So now I'm going to press and hold. This is, well, low. Still pretty bright. Press and hold for about 2 seconds. Here's the medium. Hold about 2 seconds. Here's the high. And there's also memory built into it. So if I turn off right now, single tap turn it off. If I turn it back on, it goes back to where it was last. There is no memory for the turbo mode. If it was in turbo and I turn it off and then turn back on, it goes back to high. I'm going to turn it off here. I'm going to double tap on it. This is the 7,000 lumens. Double tap. This is the 10,000 lumens. I can shine up the sky if I wanted to. I'm going to press and hold. Now it cycles back again. I also like how every time I'm changing the different light modes, it's like a gradual change. There are a couple LED indicators. The power button has an LED indicator. If the flashlight has not been locked, and if I just shake it a little bit, or just try to pick it up, shake the desk, and we'll sit on it, the power button will illuminate. When I'm charging it, right next to the charging port, it will illuminate red, and when it's fully charged, it will be green. To some of the pros and cons, great build quality. Love that it came with a bell holster. Very bright too. It can go from anything from 10 lumens all the way to 12,000 lumens. The 10 lumens, 30 days of operation time. 12,000 lumens, first 3 minutes of 12,000, then another 2 hours of 3,000 lumens. Operation is very simple. This is a little bit heavy, but the weight is evenly distributed, so it doesn't really bother me at all. Charging, USB Type-C, so it charges much faster than the previous methods. With USB Type-C, it's 5 volt, 4 amps. And most importantly, it has a lot of safety features built in to automatically dim the light in case something's blocking the path. That way you're not going to overheat this and burn yourself. Also, because of the step-down feature, well, you don't burn the casing, don't damage your flashlight when you're using turbo mode. Currently, this is my go-to high-power flashlight. Professional grade, I'll highly recommend it. Well, thanks for watching this review. If you guys have any questions, comments, suggestions, feel free to contact me. Thanks for watching OwkwardHamster.